Well, it's clearly a really big emerging market and it's a game changer. But I think it's also fair to say at the moment it's like a gold rush, but there isn't really much gold. So it's about making sure that you can make money from these things and you don't invest too much cash in it trying to make it happen.
I think more and more publishers developing apps on all platforms, and there's going to be proliferation across the marketplace, and it is going to have an impact both from a creative point of view and from an advertising point of view. I don't think anyone has all the answers or knows quite where it's going, but it's exciting. You have to watch the workflow process. They tend to be all-consuming, building, developing apps, and you need to make sure that they don't conflict with your core aims both on the website and on the print side of the business. So it's managing that process is going to be critical.
It's making sure you don't get the levels of investment wrong, I think, because it's still a very nascent technology and therefore things are changing very quickly. And also the distribution market, so stuff like Apple, VAT, how much money they're trying to charge now, they're going to try and control the amount of data that they give to publishers.
I think it's still very important, and everyone is looking to find the holy grail, the big idea which allows you to generate increasing amounts of revenue from a non-advertising base. But we haven't found it yet, and we'll keep looking. But it's there's an opportunity out there. It's a question of picking the right horse.
I think everybody's trying to find more ways of making money outside of advertising. So clearly stuff like tablets and mobile helps with that. And we're looking at all sorts of things like e-commerce and trying to find other sources of revenue. But I also think that advertising is still going to be by far the largest source of revenue that we're going to make, and probably for the next few years. So we shouldn't get too hung up on it. Definitely in product management, so it's an area that we're trying to upskill in at the moment. It's difficult finding really good people in that area. And then any sort of audience development, so social media, any sort of skill based around traffic growth is really difficult to come by. And then the old chestnut of back-end developers, PHP developers, finding good ones is really hard.
I think we need to develop our technical expertise, and it's always difficult for publishers to bring technical expertise in-house. Google and Microsoft tend to snap up a lot of the good technical people, so that's a challenge in itself. But I think more and more people want to work in digital, and more and more people are excited by digital. So I think the talent pool is getting bigger, and will do so increasingly over the next 12 months or so.